What if I told you that everything in your life, every success, every failure, every moment of pain or triumph, was created by you? Not fate, not luck. You. Right now, most people are sleepwalking through life. They blame their circumstances. They make excuses. They wait for something, anything to change. But the truth is brutal, undeniable, and inescapable. You are exactly where you have chosen to be. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Your actions, or lack of them, shape your destiny. Your discipline, your vision, your ability to persist when everything is against you. These are the only things that determine your fate. And if that truth makes you uncomfortable, good. Because the moment you take full responsibility for where you are, is the moment you gain the power to change it. In this series, we are diving deep into the dark corners of the mind, into the raw, unfiltered truths that most people are too weak to face. These are not lessons for the faint-hearted. They are for the ones who refuse to settle, the ones who will rise no matter how many times they fall, the ones who are ready to forge themselves into something unstoppable. Lesson by lesson, we will break down the hidden forces that shape your world, your thoughts, your character, your circumstances, your vision, and your persistence. By the end of this, you will either be on the path to mastery, or you will have no excuse left. So here's the question. Are you ready to take control, or will you keep living in a prison of your own making? Stay until the end. Because once you hear these lessons, you will never see the world the same way again. Lesson 1. The power of thought. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Look around. Every triumph, every failure, every ounce of misery or success in your life, you built it. Not fate, not luck. You. You have sculpted this existence with every thought you've entertained, every belief you've held onto like chains around your neck. If you are drowning, it's because you filled the ocean. If you are burning, it's because you struck the match. Your mind is not some passive observer in this game. It is the master, the god of your fate. It molds, it shapes, it commands the very fabric of your reality. You think weak thoughts, you become weak. You think of failure, and failure welcomes you like an old friend. There is no escape from this truth. There is no pleading with it. The mind obeys. It obeys the orders you give it. And most of you, you've been feeding it poison. You say you want change, yet you whisper doubts to yourself in the dark. You say you want power, yet you let fear dictate your every move. You say you want freedom, yet you chain yourself with thoughts of limitation, regret, and despair. Enough. This world does not care for excuses. The universe does not bend to the weak-willed. You must decide, right now, whether you will take control of the battlefield that is your mind, or whether you will remain a slave to it. Because understand this, a man is literally what he thinks. The strongest warrior, the wealthiest mind, the most unbreakable soul, they were forged in the inferno of deliberate thought. They did not beg for power. They became it. So here is your choice. Keep thinking as you always have, and watch your life repeat itself like a cursed cycle. Or wake up, master your thoughts, and you will master your world. The world will not wait. Your mind will not wait. It will build you up, or it will tear you apart. And the only architect of that fate is you. Lesson 2. Thought in action. Building character. You are the architect of your own destruction, or the builder of your empire. Your habits, your actions, your very identity. They are all reflections of the thoughts you've allowed to breed inside your mind. You cannot escape them. You cannot outrun them. You wear them like a second skin, a silent confession to the world of who you truly are. You say you want success. You say you want discipline, strength, power. But when no one is watching, what do? Do you sharpen your mind, refine your skills, carve your character into something unshakable? Or do you sink into comfort? Let the rot of laziness and excuses take root. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. You are not a victim. No matter how much you want to believe otherwise, your failures were not handed to you. You built them, brick by brick, with every weak decision, with every moment of hesitation, with every lie you told yourself about why you can't. But just as you've built your failures, you can build your strength. Because your thoughts are not just thoughts. They are weapons. And they will either forge the blade that cuts through every obstacle, or the chains that bind you to a mediocre life. A disciplined mind creates a disciplined life. A relentless mind creates a relentless force. But a weak, scattered mind, it creates nothing but regret. Every day, you stand at a crossroads. Every action, every choice, no matter how small, is either making you stronger or weaker. There is no in-between, no neutral ground. You are either sharpening your edge or letting it rust. So, what will it be? Will you take responsibility and command the storm inside your mind? Will you turn your thoughts into fuel and your actions into war cries? Or will you sit back, let your weaknesses dictate your fate, and rot in the prison you built for yourself? You don't get character. You become character. You don't find strength. You forge it. The time for talking is over. Act, building dominate, or be forgotten. Lesson 3. The relationship between thought and circumstances. Your world is nothing more than a reflection of your mind. You look at your life, the struggles, the failures, the chains that hold you down, and you blame the world. You curse your circumstances, shake your fist at fate, scream about how unfair it all is. But let me tell you the cold, hard truth. You are exactly where you deserve to be. Every obstacle, every setback, every nightmare that haunts you, you called them into existence. The world is not your enemy. The universe is not conspiring against you. Your own mind is. You created this reality with the thoughts you have entertained, with the beliefs you have clung to, with the choices you have made, whether consciously or not. A man who thinks weak thoughts will live a weak life. A man who lets fear rule his mind will see nothing but failure before him. A man who refuses to take responsibility will forever be a slave to his circumstances. But the warrior, the one who understands that he is the master of his fate, he does not weep at misfortune. He does not cower before hardship. He does not sit idly by, waiting for life to hand him something better. He bends reality to his will. Circumstances are not your prison. They are your reflection. If your world is filled with struggle, it is because your mind is filled with doubt. If you are surrounded by failure, it is because you have accepted it within yourself. If you feel lost, directionless, trapped, it is because you refuse to command your own thoughts. This is the truth no one wants to hear. You are the cause. Not your past, not your upbringing, not society. You. And that means you are also the solution. If you want a different life, you must become a different person. You must rip out the roots of weakness from your mind, burn away every excuse, and take control of the only thing that has ever truly mattered: your thoughts. Because when you change your mind, you change your world. There is no escape from this truth. You either master your mind and shape your fate, or your fate will shape you. Choose. Lesson 4. The role of vision and purpose. A man without purpose is already dead. He just hasn't been buried yet. Look at the masses. Look at their hollow eyes, their restless hands, their meaningless routines. They wander through life like ghosts, drifting wherever the wind of circumstance takes them, waiting for something, anything, to give them direction. But nothing ever will, because purpose isn't given, it's taken. It's forged in fire, carved from suffering, stolen from the void, with blood and willpower. And without it, you are nothing. A wasted breath. A creature crawling toward death with no reason to fight. Ask yourself, what are you building? Because make no mistake, you are always building something. Either a throne or a tomb. Either a kingdom that stands tall against the ages, or a pit where your dreams go to die. You say you want success. You say you want power. But have you committed to it? Have you bled for it? Have you declared war on every distraction, every weakness, every worthless indulgence that keeps you chained to mediocrity? Or are you just another lost soul, filling your days with empty pleasures, drowning in meaningless comforts, convincing yourself that you'll start tomorrow? There is no tomorrow. There is only now. And if you do not lock your mind onto a vision, if you do not carve out a purpose so sharp that it cuts through every excuse, then you will spend your days wandering in circles, forever trapped in a life that is not your own. The warriors, the legends, the untouchable minds that rise above the rest, they do not wait. They do not beg for direction. They do not live for comfort. They live for purpose. They die for purpose. And because of that, they cannot be stopped. So what will you do? Will you claim your purpose and shape the world around it? Or will you fade into the background, another nameless soul who never took control? The choice is yours. But know this, a man without purpose is already dead. Lesson 5. Persistence and mastery. The weak quit when they're tired. The strong quit when they're done. Everyone wants power. Everyone wants freedom. Everyone wants success. But when the storm hits, when pain, doubt, and struggle come crashing down, most fold like cowards. They break. They retreat. They whisper to themselves, maybe this isn't for me. That is why the world is filled with the forgotten. The dreamers who never acted. The warriors who never sharpened their swords. The kings who never claimed their throne. Because they lacked the one thing that separates the gods from the mortals. Persistence. Look around. Every empire was built on the bones of the unshakable. Every legend was carved by the hands of the relentless. Every story worth telling is soaked in blood, sweat, and suffering. Do you think success bows to the impatient? Do you think mastery is handed to the weak-willed? Do you think life rewards those who start something only to walk away when it gets hard? No. Life bows to the unbreakable. It surrenders to the ones who refuse to yield, who rise when they fall, who refuse to accept defeat. Because persistence is not about motivation. It is not about talent. It is not about luck. It is about making the decision that nothing will stop you. Not failure, not pain, not fear, not the voices in your head that tell you to quit. Most people stop when they're tired. They stop when they're frustrated. They stop when the results don't come fast enough. And that is why they stay exactly where they are, watching from the sidelines as the relentless take everything they were too weak to claim. But you are not most people. Because you will push forward when everything inside you screams to stop. You will march through fire while the world watches in awe. You will continue when logic says quit, when your body begs for rest, when everything in you has been broken and rebuilt 100 times over. That is how you become unstoppable. That is how you forge an empire. And that is how you claim your place among the greats. The war is never over, but those who refuse to surrender, they never lose. You've made it this far. That alone sets you apart from the weak. The ones who quit, the ones who fear the truth, the ones who would rather stay blind than face the reality of their own power. But hearing these lessons is not enough. What will you do with them? Because now you have no excuses. You've seen the blueprint. You've been handed the weapons. You either use them to carve out your destiny, or you let them rust in your hands. To those of you who keep coming back, the warriors, the relentless, the ones who refuse to break, I see you. You are the GrimFace movement. You are the ones who will rise while the rest fall. And if this is your first time here, consider this your initiation. If you're ready to tear down your old self and rebuild into something unstoppable, subscribe now. Because this is more than just motivation. This is the path to power, to mastery, to breaking free from the system that was built to keep you weak. We don't follow. We don't beg. We take control. So the question is, are you in? Subscribe now. Join the GrimFace movement. And I'll see you in the next lesson.